Justin Bieber shares cryptic message, and some fans believe it's about Diddy and Selena Gomez. We got to talk about it, but before we get into it, hello, my name is Sebastian, and I cover, hello, puberty, la 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 la. Anyways, girl, listen. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new, my name is Sebastian, and I am your new messy online best friend. So grab a snack and a drink. Hit that subscribe button, girl. Listen. Today is Sunday. Hi, man boob. Today is Sunday. I hope you guys are doing really, really good. I hope that today is, it's the last Sunday of the year, honey. So, the New Year is the day after, girl, the day after tomorrow. Ay, Dios santo todopoderoso. And my house looks crazy, bitch. Best friend, listen, before I get into it, girl, we're on the subject of God and prayer. So I go to church, and I went to church this morning. And I usually go by myself, right? Because my husband, he doesn't really. Anyways, listen, so I went by myself, and you know that part in church okay, here's the thing, right? Like, I sit by myself, like, in the middle back, right? And I look around, and I'm, like, praying. But, I do have ADHD, and I do have dyslexia, and sometimes I go into other worlds. So, I kind of observe people while church is going. So I'll see, like, oh, I see people, I look at their outfits, and then I'm, oh my God, concentrate. Then I fade away again, and I look at it, oh my God, concentrate. So there was this, like, guy, very kind of young like me, and there's, like, no young people in this church. It's just, honestly, it's always just me that's this young, right? 17. Anyway, so the part in the Catholic Church when he says, the priest says, is it the priest or the Pope? No, that's not the Pope. That he lives in Rome. The priest, right? When he says, like, or the Father, where he says, like, oh, give peace to one another, I'm always by myself. So I just, I always turn around and I always give peace, this and that. So, okay, you may now give peace to one another. So the guy that I was looking at, I just found, the other young guy, I was like, oh my God, it would be so cool to make a friend that I could go to church with, right? Because sometimes it does get a little, like, lonely. Sometimes you got to sing and you want to, you want to be with someone next to you. So I'm like, I do this. I always, peace be with you, peace be with you, peace be with you, peace be with you. I don't do anything else. I just do peace be with you. So we lock eyes, locking eyes, and I say, peace be with you, and he does this. Like that, like so happy, and I was like, oh my God, okay. I'm like, it's happening, friends for life. And I was like, peace be with you, right? Like this, right? So he goes, oh my God. And I said, what? I did like this, what? Girl, he was talking to the person behind me. The person behind me said, oh, I'm so sorry, sweetie. He's talking to me. Anyways, listen, we got to talk about Justin Bieber because media outlets are reporting that his latest Instagram story is him talking about Diddy and Selena Gomez. So let's read the Instagram story first, okay? Because then we can get a clue on what was being said. So he posted this and said, how can I really believe Jesus is with me? Well, for me, Justin, it's simple. His goodness that keeps convincing me. Oh, sorry. It's simply his goodness that keeps convincing me. Every time I thought he wouldn't show up for me, he always has. I'm convinced he's the perfect patient presence that guides, directs, and leads me all of the days of my life, providing healing, restoring all that the enemy tried to destroy and steal. That is the part that people are very, very convinced that it's about Diddy. Providing healing, restoring all that the enemy tried to destroy and steal. Now, if you guys have been living under a rock, girl, there's a lot of people that are convinced that Justin Bieber is allegedly one of Diddy's victims. Now, the article says, Justin Bieber shares cryptic message about faith amid former pal Sean Diddy legal drama. Listen, could this be about Diddy? Could this be about Selena? Could this be about his past drama? Let's talk about this. Diddy and Justin were very, very close, okay? Diddy was one of Justin's mentors. There's been a lot of headlines saying that, that Justin is allegedly distraught. This year was a very tough year for him, because the biggest blessing was Jack Blues Bieber. He became a father for the first time, but in the midst of, the pregnancy announcement and the baby being born, Diddy got arrested, divorce rumors, right? Then these creepy ass videos of a 13-year-old Justin Bieber back then with Diddy spending 48 hours with him, and then all of these theories and conspiracies coming out that Diddy allegedly did things to Justin. And, being called a victim of Diddy. And then you see and hear all of the things that Diddy's being accused of. You see the Cassie video. You see everything playing in front of you. Let's look at it different dimensions, right? The first dimension is, God forbid he is one of Diddy's alleged victims, okay? God forbid. I'm hoping obviously not. That must be very, very triggering, because obviously I'm sure you want to forget about it. Which you can't. You could pretend you have, but that trauma, that darkness, that horrible act will forever stay with you, right? Having said that, hearing the lawsuits, seeing the Cassie video, it could definitely bring up certain memories that you might have shared as well, allegedly, of course. And then on the other side, let's say he's not one of Diddy's victims. Let's say he didn't know anything about Diddy, about all these allegations. Seeing Diddy in the Cassie video, seeing Diddy hearing him getting arrested, seeing him get arrested, seeing pictures of him in court, then seeing how the world has completely turned on Diddy, then seeing all the allegations about someone that you loved and you admired, might be very difficult, right? And then on top of that, you have everything else you went through as, growing up in the spotlight, that he has been very vocal about, that he was very, that he says his team every single morning would think that he was no longer with us. And they were terrified of that. And he talks about his mental health. He talks about the darkness that he's overcome. And there's always, every other week, there's new reports that allegedly he's not doing well. There's been conservatorship talks, rumors. There's been that Hailey Bieber's completely responsible and taking care of him. There's that he's, a recluse in his house, that he's paranoid. So many different things. And the reason that it keeps growing and growing is because none of them has come forward to talk about it. Even people saying that Diddy allegedly did crazy, horrible, unmentionable things to him, it still has not given him the I don't want to say courage, I don't want to say strength, I don't want to say anything, because unless you walk in someone's shoes, you cannot judge. That's why a lot of people are like, oh my God, Justin, if you're a victim of Diddy, just come forward. It's not as easy as you might think. Being a victim of R or SA or DV or anything like that, that causes trauma. And you can't be rushed into speaking about it, or you can't be pushed into it, because if you're not ready, you're not ready. And you should never rush anyone. Now, the ideal situation would be that if anyone did that to you, you should talk about it. But some people are not in a position to do so. Their life could be at risk. They could be scared, whatever the case is, right? They could be threatened, whatever. And that's my other thing. A lot of people believe that allegedly Justin Bieber is being silenced like a lot of other celebrities. So having said all of that, best friend, Justin Bieber right now, I think, is going through a transition in his life. I think that there is a lot of kind of waiting and seeing what's going to happen. And I think a lot of celebrities are doing that when it comes to Diddy. May 5th, 2025 is when his court date begins. Now, some people are saying that this might have something to do with Selena Gomez. I don't know where it could fit that Selena Gomez is in there. If anything, I do believe that this might have something to do with Diddy. Now, Having said that, May 5th, 2025 is when Diddy's court case begins. And this is when we are going to start seeing celebrities either come forward or be exposed. So, girl, listen, just wait it out. I think a lot of celebrities are just waiting to see what exactly is going to happen. What exactly is going to come out of everything, right? Like, are they being silent? Is silenced? Is Diddy, going to rat them out? I mean, there's so many things, and girl, I will be here spilling all the tea, honey. So listen, what do we think? Let me know in the comments below. Do you think that Justin was simply just, saying his faith in God, or do you think that he, is trying to say something? I think a lot of people are very scared right now to say something, even if they were victims. I think that they could potentially, allegedly be threatened. That's my opinion. I'm saying, of course, alleged. But what do you all think about this? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you all. I am so grateful and thankful to end the last Sunday of the year with you. So grateful and thankful for this brand new week. I don't take any of you for granted. I hope you guys always remember that. And I know that this next year is going to be very blessed for us. I hope that anyone who is suffering in silence can just be freed from the darkness and the trauma. The things that people are alleging about Justin is very serious. And I just hope that if he is an alleged victim, I hope he gets his justice. That's really what I pray and wish for. Because living in that trauma and living in that darkness that somebody placed on you is not fair. So we'll see what happens. I love you all, and I'll see you all in my next video. Mwah.